Morning, welcome to 3D Leisure at Home with me, Gail. Going to be doing FBX Extreme with you this morning again. Working around any injuries, guys. I have a little bit of a sore knee going on, so listen to your body. If you need to take something down, if you need to make it easier, have a rest, then do that. So I'll be working kind of mid-range today. But I will give you options to make it harder and easier. So we are going to be doing Electron today. So I have my Christmas tree up. So nice and early, makes you feel happy. So working around that, I'll probably end up kicking it or something. But it's nice just to have something bright this morning. So again, FBX Extreme, if you haven't done it before, 20 minutes pushing as hard as you can. Every exercise you push to your max, you stop, you have a rest, you come back in. Rests are when you decide to take them, and that should be after you've pushed as hard as you can go. Rest, and then when you come back in, you push again twice as hard. So no breaks given, you take them as and when you please, and have a drink at hand, have a mat, create space around you. And again, we do a demo, do the demo, warm up and the little demo with me. That's kind of part of your warm up. And then 20 minutes when the music kicks in, that's when you push really, really hard and get that heart rate pounding. And then we do a stretch at the end. So again, have a little drink of water. And I just realised I forgot mine. So, or juice or whatever you decide to have, guys. Stop and have a drink whenever you feel like one. So just gonna warm up now with a little bit of squats. So we want the feet to be hip width apart, and then sitting down back into the heels, pushing out through the hip, and just speed this up if you wish. So just make sure that you get the hips to squeeze out to the front and dropping your bottom as low as is comfortable for you. And then we want to do hamstring curls. So just digging back, heel to bottom, and you can make this harder by doing a bigger squat and a kick up if you wish. But dig the elbows back, get the upper body to warm as well. Then we're going to match it out or jog it out if you want to jog here. Jog circles forward and nice big circles backwards. Really get the arms to go full circle. Cross the arms back, squeeze, cross to the front, squeeze to the back. And then legs split apart, reach, twist and reach. Only go as low as is comfortable, early in the morning. And then we're going to sway side to side. So you can lift the toe up, guys. So you're coming up, protecting your knees. And then we're going to do wide legs. So we want to drop down. Knees tracking out in line with the toes. And again, you can come lower and deeper here. And then we want to lunge forward. So we want to land heel to toe, lunging forward. The lower you come with the back knee, the harder this will be. And then we're going to go backwards the same, but landing toe, pushing up, reaching back. The further you reach back, the lower the knee goes, the harder this will be. And then we want to just reach down. So reach down one side, back up, reach down other side, back up. So just nice and wide. Just reach in and kick it out. Push those arms up and down, either with a jog or with a march. And then give me high knees to the front, either with your hop or just with the lifts. So you can go the harder option, Just lifting nice and high, get the glute to stretch as well as warming up the hips. And okay, we're going to demo. So the first one we have this morning is, let me see, turbo. So we're in and out with the legs 2 times. The lower you come, the harder it'll be, and then you drop down to press. So we go out, out with the legs, in, so nice and fast twice. Then you jump down or walk back, chest to floor, push up, either jump or walk back up. Now the lower you come on these out, if you stay low on these, it'll be harder, and if you're not as low, it'll be easier. Same if you walk back to your press and you want to take it to the knees, chest to floor, push up, walk or jump back up, out, out, in. Yep, right, that's your first one. Then we have lean back pulse. So you're on your bottom when you lean back, legs are bent. The lower you take your shoulders to the floor, the harder it'll be. So we lean back, either prayer hands or hands onto the thighs, onto the knees, and we do just a little pulse here. Now you want to push your hips up and draw the belly button down. So if the hands are on the legs, it's the same thing. The chin stays up regardless of whether you are prayer hands reaching up, hands on the legs, lower, harder. If you feel you need a rest in between, rest, come back in, and then just keep going with it. Okay, we have a move it, so that's just 8 punches. So split legs, anything that feels comfortable, and you would punch. So you want to give 8 punches, so nice and fast. From there, a burpee. So either walk back, so I walk back, walk up and a jump, or your burpee, jump back and up and that. Back, if you're taking out your jumps on your burpee, then just do a reach up, walk back, walk up, reach up. So your jumps, if you're leaving out the jumps, just do a stretch. So we have kick drops, so we have 2 drops and 2 full squats. 2 kicks, sorry, kick drops. So 2 kicks, nice and high, easier, lower kicks, harder, kick in with a jump. 2 squats, bottom, all the way down, squeeze out the hips, all the way down, squeeze, easier, not as low. And again, speeding it up really, really fast. If you're going 2 fast kicks, 2 down and ups in your squats, 2 fast kicks, it's going to take your heart rate a lot harder than if you're going nice and slow. Any injuries, nice and controlled. And we have advanced plank, so we are in a full arm plank. If you have wrist issues, come down onto your elbow. A full arm plank, an advanced one, is quite hard. So again, you want to be coming down onto side plank. Hand is directly underneath your shoulder, and give yourself space to be able to lift the leg. Unlike me today, because I have my tree, so I'm trying to work around that, getting used to it. So we are in our plank, and arm up and leg is up. So this is your advanced plank. Easier than that would be to take the knee onto the floor and keep the same posture. Bottom tucked in, hips on top of one another. Try both sides. Now you might have one side stronger than the other. What to avoid is that when you lift this leg, your hip drops down. If your hip is dropping down, just take the knee down onto the floor. So keep your hips level on top of one another. And if you can't do this, the static leg, you might want to just do like a little down and up until you get used to it. But it's quite tough. And we have double decker. So again, these should be with a jump if possible, if you're working your max. I will be doing them without the jump today. So you have one squat, leg back, one lunge, one squat, on your lunge, body's up, posture is good. We drop down, back knee nice and low. So the wider the leg, the harder. That is, your easiest would be just a tap back instead of your lunge, a squat and a tap back. And your hardest, which I probably won't be doing many of, is your jumps. So you squat, you jump, you squat, you jump. So again, just taking it, that'll be taking the heart rate really, really high, and you might need to stop and have a drink and come back in. But just try and do your hardest on every exercise, guys. We want to really, really push, and we can always work around injuries. Press ups of your choice. If you're doing a full press up on toes, again, keep the belly button up, keep your bottom down. So on your presses, if you're doing your press, you want the head in line with the spine, you want to drop down and push up. Easier option, knees to floor, bottom down, push. And if your bottom is up or the knees are closer, that will be your easiest option of all. But try if you can do from your knees, you do it from your hardest, so you sink your bottom down, sort of draw the hips up. And then we have bunny hops. There's loads today, guys. Bunny hops. We have 3 jumps forward. And again, if you're losing, I'm fine on my jumps if it's 2 legs landing. So I should be fine with these. 3 jumps forward, 3 squats. So we squat, squat, 3, we jog back for 4. Making that without the jump, you can walk forward, squat, walk forward, squat, walk forward, and march or run back. So again, the more distance you cover in your travelling squats, the harder that'll be. The more you get space between your feet and the floor, so when you're really, really jumping high and squatting low, it'll be a lot harder. So you work to your max today. Squat thrust, you're down in a plank position with the bottom down, and you're jumping and back without dropping your bottom down. So the bottom stays level, the tummy stays up, you jump in, jump back, jump in. You can speed this up. Easier than that, you can walk in, walk back, walk in, walk back. So again, making it less intense is to walk it. Speeding it up again makes it a lot harder on the heart rate, taking it up. We have 1, 2, 3 kick as well. So although you had the 2 kicks earlier on, this is 1 kick. So 1, 2, 3 can be your easier. 1, 2, 3 and a kick. 1, 2, 3 kick. Kicking as high as you can. Harder would be give 3 knees. So 1, 2, 3 kick. 1, 2, 3 kick. 1, 2, 3 kick. 1, 2, 3 kick. So again, make it as hard as you can. Squat burns, squat jumps and squats, 4 of each. So a squat jump, creating space between the feet and the floor. You squat, you jump, you squat, you jump. Making that easier, squat on toes instead of your jump, and the lower the bottom comes, the harder. And then 2 regular squats, 4 regular squats, squat, hips, squat, push. Again, lower, harder. So you have 4 of each, guys. Work through them. And then, okay, typewriter. So this one, I'll face forward. So it's from your plank position. If you're doing this from toes, it's a lot harder. I'll demo from the knees. So you want to think of a typewriter, and you want to think of taking the body like along the keys. So the only way I can describe it. So the hands are in kind of quite a wide position. Your hips, your bottom is down. If you're on your toes, you'll be doing really well. You come down and then you slide from side to side. So side, side, side. So you're pushing from one side to the other with the belly button up, and that will be a lot harder if you do it from your toes. Keep your bottom down and just slide from side to side, and you should feel it. You'll be doing well if you're doing that from your toes. And then we have hopscotch. Again, it's kind of like a jack. So whereas with the jack, you just do in and out, with this, you do bend, jack, bend. So the arms come up and kick. Taking out the jump, you can just, out. So you can just take out the jump and just stand from side to side with a hamstring curl. You can come above your head or just up to the side, but with the jump it'll be a lot harder. So again, just work within your means. And sprints, as I always say, use your elbows and your legs. So it's not just a sprint, it's like a brisk sprint. Body tall, head up, use elbows, draw your stomach in. So it's not just like a leisurely jog. You can do that into march. If you don't want to do the jog, then just do a march. And that's it. So that's the 14 exercises. So plenty for you to choose from there, guys. Again, don't make it easier just for the sake of making it easier to go for longer. Only make it easier if you have an injury. Go the hardest you can for each exercise. So we have bottom pushing back and chest lowering down. Stretch, a quick stretch for the hamstring here. We're always leaning on a bent leg. We change sides. And oh, nice to have a Christmas tree up. I know it's early, but I love it. I love Christmas. Makes me happy. And heel to bottom. Keep your knee down, squeeze. You can use 2 hands or 1. Change side, squeeze it. And then we want a wide leg. We want to stretch your inner thighs. So wiggle the feet out. Get the chest down, get the head down. Drop down to comfortable stretch. Elbows might be on the floor, head might be on the floor. And then bring your feet in and out to bring you back up. Take you up to the toes. Roll up nice and slow, dragging the belly button in. Reach up or take the wrist and take a deep breath in. Breathe out, reach and come across. And then from there, change, lift up. Nice little jingle bells there. Oh. And from there we are ready, guys. So have a tissue at hand. If you are sweating, sweat go in your eyes, you can wipe it off. All you need again is a little drink and a bit of space for working your max. So this one is electron, and we will be on fire after this. Are we ready, guys? So the first one is your turbo, in out legs twice and chest to floor press if you can. And we are going to start right now. So
workout starting with turbo.
Okay, so here we go. out, and in. Either walk back, test the floor, push up, walk back, out, and in. You can jump into your press, you can stay low. Okay, step up. So nice and low. Hands can be on the legs, hands can be prayer hands. Chin is up, sink back, stay low, pulse. Keep breathing. Woo. Tighter the belly button pulls down, the harder this will be. 8 punches guys, 1 burpee. You can have opposite knee forward, 2 kicks, 2 squats, push the hips forward, high kick, 2 squats. Now you can jump with these kicks or without, your choice. Work hard though.
Advanced plank right.
Right hand down, left leg up, and knee on the floor if it's too hard, or leg down and up. Keep holding, hip up, one hip on top of each other, one shoulder on top of each other.
Butt kicks.
Oh, I forgot to demo that. Back kicks, kicking up, hands, try and kick, lower, easier, faster. So if you're going really, really fast here, it'll be harder.
Advanced plank left.
Left hand down, body tall, hip up. So you want a flat body, option, knee to floor, keep this hip pushing up, don't drop it, hold it.
Double decker.
Okay, squat, lunge back, squat, lunge, squat, lunge. Low is hard, squat low, lunge low, nice and wide. Jumps guys, you know, is your hardest. So if you're going your max today, jump. Press up, of your choice, knees or toes. If you're on knees, you can have your legs up, bend at the back, or just up. You can have them down. If you're on toes, a lot harder. Keep your head in line with the spine. Don't tuck that head down. 3 hops forward, 4 jogs back. Are you ready? Yes. Woo! Go. Harder, nice and low, nice and high, easier. Squat thrust now, in and out. So again, in, back, walk, walk. So harder, fast, in and out. Easier, walk in.
1, 2, 3, kick.
So either jogging or marching. 1, 2, 3, kick. Higher knees, harder. Marching easier. Woo.
Squat burns.
4 squat jumps or squat onto toes. 2 options. Then 4 squats. Down as low as you want to go, hips out. 4 squat jumps. High as you can go.
Typewriter.
Here we go, team. Chest down. Wide. Cross. Across. Stay low. Head in line.
Scotch.
Okay, hopscotch. Jack, kick. Jack, kick. So, if you are taking out the jump, you can just stand side to side here. Anything to take out the jump. Sprints. Come on, team. Chin up. Tummy in. Think of race. You're trying to get to that finish line. Woo. Get the heart up. Come on. Push it fast. Marching is your easiest option. Or slower. Come on. Push.
Hopscotch.
Okay. So, wide. With the jump. Keep with the jumps if you can. Push it. Come on, team.
Typewriter.
Down you go. If you're on toes, awesome. I'm on knees. Ooh, keep that bottom down. Keep the belly button up. Keep the chest low. Glide. Push. Push.
Squat burns.
4 squat jumps deep. 4 squats. It should be really warm now. Now you want to go extra tough. Keep it going.
1, 2, 3, kick.
1, 2, 3. So you can take out the real high knees. If you're working max though, 3 high knees here before you kick. Yes? Unless you have injury, work it hard.
Thrust.
Squat thrust. Okay, so your walking will be bottom down as well. Walking in and out. Your jumps, belly up. In, back. In, back. Fast, harder. Push, push.
Bunny hops.
3 hops. Have you got it right? Yes, 4 dogs. Backwards, we travel. So the more space, the more space you have, cover it. Yes, you're so good.
Press ups.
Press up. Go team. On toes, harder.
Double decker.
Okay, with the jump, with the squat, lunge, squat, split jump. Low, 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 low. Without the jump, nice and low. So nice and controlled, nice and low.
Advanced plank left.
Left plank, left arm down, hip up, leg up, push, keep your hips up, forward hips on top, keep pushing,
Butt kicks.
hip back, yes, without the jump, just kicks, you can still go fast. With the jumps, try and get up to the flat palm with the heel. Try and kick it. Chest up.
Advanced plank
Right side, guys. Right hand down. Hip up. Leg up. I could cheat you. I could have my leg on the sofa. Push. Keep high. Keep breathing. Woo. Keep pushing.
kick drops.
Okay, 2 kicks, 2 drop squats. Temptation is there to jump. If you are jumping, you can jump here, you can squat jump 2 for 2. 2 kicks.
Move it.
8 punches, guys. 1 burpee. With or without a jump, on your burpee, walk in or jump. You can reach if you're not jumping. 8 punches, knee.
Pulse.
Sit down. Okay. Come on. Low. Ooh, the lower we go, the harder it is. Hands can be prayer hands. Tummy, drawing down, hips up. Low. Higher is easier. Keep it going. Keep it pushing. Tight the belly button. Pull down. Work the core. Squeeze.
Turbo.
Okay, back to the top. Turbo. In, out. So in, out twice. Walk back or jump back. Chest to floor. Push up. Walk in and out. Go for it fast.
Lean back pulse.
Wait. Back to our core, guys. So let's really work this belly button. Christmas is coming. Squeeze. Let's work this belly. The core is tight. We are burning.
Move it.
Ooh, move it. Okay, punches. Come on, work it now.
Kick drops.
Okay, 2 kicks, 2 squat jumps, or 2 squats. Kick with a hop, or without. Easier, not as high, not as low. 3 options. Go for it your hardest. High kicks, low squat with a jump.
Plank right.
Right arm down, advanced plank, or knee to floor, Working the core this morning on your obliques. Start to hold, push, hold it. So tough.
Butt kicks.
Kicking back to your bottom. Without a jump, just a kick. Nice and fast as you can go.
Advanced plank left.
Left side, guys. How are you doing with these side planks? Managing. If it's too difficult, you know, to just take your knee to the floor. Hold. Breathe. Work through it. Rest if you need it. Drink if you need it. And double decker. So either jump on these or control squat, lunge, squat, lunge, squat, jump, squat, jump. Okay, keep that jump going if you can. Press ups, knees or toes, guys. Bottom down, press, push, press, push. Breathe in, breathe out. Knee easier, toes harder.
Bunny hops.
3 hops, 4 jogs back. Space. Go for it now. You can speed these up and take the effort down a bit this morning.
Squat thrust.
Okay, in, out. So again, jump in and out. Option, walk in and out. Your choice. Tummy pulling up as you jump back. Don't slump. Control.
1, 2, 3, kick.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Jogging or high knees. Knees harder. Match. Easiest. They can all be done at the lower level. Squat burns, squat jumps for 4. Easier, squat toes. You are jumping if you're doing your max. 4 normal squats, hips out, push through. And then 4 jumps or toes.
Typewriter.
Down we go. Toes hardest in your plank position. Low, slide.
Hopscotch.
Hopscotch. With the jump, jack, kick. Without, I just kick from side to side, up to the bottom.
Sprints.
Go girls, go boys. Reset. Push now. Come on, extra fast. How fast can you go? March if it's too difficult. On the knees. Push. Extra fast. Well done. Hope you worked your maths.
Extreme electron workout
So that was the first time we've done this one. So hopefully you did your hardest. Sorry I wasn't taking it up to the max myself this morning, but always, always listen to your body or doctor's advice. If you have any injuries, then don't make it worse. Okay, here we go. Let's stretch. Bottom back, chest down. Lean as much as you can do to have this nice long stretch of the back of the hamstring into the glute. So we are just leaning above the knee on your bent leg. Change it. Push. So always work hard but rest as well. When you push your max, you always want to rest, have a drink and come back in. And then always, if you're working your hardest, the rest is welcomed at any time when you decide to take them. So wiggle the legs out wide. Take it to a flat back extension with the neck and the back. Pushing forward. Drop your head. Now you might want to take your legs wider. You're dropping down. You might have your head on the floor. And we're just pushing your bottom back. Lifting the bottom as we tilt it back to the ceiling. And just breathe through this lovely stretch. Always feels so good after you've worked those muscles to just lengthen them out. Okay, we're going to come up. Bring your feet in a little bit closer. And then come down onto the knee. Really stretch the adductor, the inner thigh. Now if you want to take this wider or lower, you can take your leg out, you can take the hands to the floor, or you can swivel around onto the heel and push down. So whichever one you want to do. And then we walk or swap over to the other side. You can take your hands down, you can swivel around and really push down here. Get a stretch up inside of the leg on your adductor, and then bring it back and bring your feet in and out until your feet are hip width apart. Drop your chest down. You can have flat hands, knuckles, you can just be reaching. If you want a little hug here, take the hands behind the legs, draw the chest down towards the knees, and from there we're just going to bend the legs, take the hands to the floor, take one leg back and one leg forward, sink down into your hip stretch. So push in, lifting the chest but sinking down to get the stretch. This knee is above the ankle and we are just pushing nice and low. And from there we're just going to swivel around, so you can just bring the hands, swivel around to the other side, lift, chest up, sink down into this nice stretch for the hip, and breathe. Whew, done well. Tuffy. So that was electron. And then from there, bring onto fours, give a little cat dog stretch, breathe out, push up your spine, tilt the head under, breathe in, lift the head and the bottom, keep head forward if there's any neck pain, breathe out, arch, breathe in, tilt up, take it back to centre, turn your toes down, lift your bottom, push the chest down, and the feet can be, heels can be off the floor with the bent legs if that's too much of a stretch for your hamstrings. And from there walk it back, roll up nice and slow on your out breath, dragging the belly button in, so your nice roll up slow, head up last. From there take it to your waist stretch, so either lifting the wrist or just reaching up. Take a deep breath in, lift up, breathe out, up and over. Don't let the shoulders sink forward. so you're lifting as you drop. From there, change sides, take a deep breath in, breathe out, couple of minutes over, guys, and then just swivel around onto toe, loosen up this waist, and heel to bottom, last stretch, squeeze it, pull in tight, change sides, draw it in, stretch the quads, and quick little push out, breathe out, head down, stretch upper back, take it back, lift behind, lift chest up, stretch out the back of the arms, head lifting, pushing back, arm behind, draw the elbow over. You've done loads of press ups, so get this stretch in, changing sides, lift and stretch, and well done team, excellent. I'll be back tomorrow for fitness Pilates at 12 if you're joining me then. Any comments, guys, put them up and I get back to you at the end. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Awesome, it was a good routine and hopefully you enjoyed it. You stay well, have a good day, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow at 12 for core strength for fitness Pilates. Thanks, take care, bye.